when you go to sleep at night, you are accessing a much higher dimension. You're not just going to sleep. Your brain waves are changing, and your higher self is able to contact you and give you information. Now, what I'm about to say is going to sound so simple, you might think that it's not true. Now, just because it's so simple doesn't mean it's not true. Most things that are difficult in life are only difficult because we make them out to seem difficult. We make ourselves believe that it's going to be difficult, and that inner power inside of yourself, then all of a sudden you do make it difficult. You are the one creating your external reality. So that's just my little side tangent I want to start with there. But the number one thing, it's so simple, and it's the most important and profound thing you can do, and it's intention. Number one is go to sleep with the intention that you will remember your dreams. The best thing that I've done, and that I think can work for you too, is to just go to sleep with the intention that you will wake up and remember your dreams. Something that I started doing that has really changed the game for me. It's called day scripting. The night before the day that you would be scripting, so before you're going to bed, you basically write exactly what the next day is going to happen, like very literally. So in my day scripts that I write, the very first thing that I write about is that I wake up in the morning and I instantly recall a very profound dream that I had the night before. And since I started doing that, and I go to sleep with this real intention, I'm talking real intention, not just, man, it would be cool if I remember my dreams. I mean, use your energy, put it there, really believe. See yourself waking up in the morning and connect with what it feels like to be that person waking up and feeling those feelings of having had this profound dream. That is how you do it. That is how it works. So go to sleep with intention that you will wake up and remember your dreams, and that will start happening. Now, the side note to this thing about intention is intend to remember your dreams, yes, but the second part to that is intend for them to be profound and intend for you to have contact with your higher dimensional self. Intend for that, and it will happen. So now you've done this intention. You wake up and you remember your dreams. Now, what do you do now that you remember it? Well, this one is pretty simple. Obviously, you're going to reflect on your dream. You're going to think about the dream, kind of mow it over in your mind, and decide what this dream is about. What is your higher self trying to show you? Now, I'm not suggesting that what's going to happen is in your dreams, this huge being of light that is you is going to come and take your hand and follow me, Nathan. And you're going to be following him. That could happen, for sure. That could definitely happen. I'm not saying that can't happen, but it could be simple things. It could be a dream that feels like it has nothing to do. There was no epic being speaking to me in this booming voice coming through. It doesn't have to be that. It could be any dream. It could be a dream that is just you having an anxiety day at work. It could be pretty much anything. And because you've intended for yourself to contact your higher self, that could be the message that your higher self is giving you. Maybe the message is about you being anxious at work. Maybe the message is that you shouldn't be working there. Maybe the message is that you need to let go of this anxiety because it's inside of you and you should do better at your job. This is a very microcosm thing. If you're going to be contacting your higher self, it's very possible that you are going to be experiencing much more intense things than just whether you're working the right job or not. It could be some pretty profound things I've experienced. And while you're reflecting and kind of mowing it over your mind, note that our higher selves, in my opinion, speaks in metaphors. When your higher self is trying to tell you something, they are things that are very metaphorical. It's not going to be this very literal, boom. It's not necessarily going to be laid out for you. It's going to be something that it could be something that feels like it has nothing to do with your life, so weird and random, but when you metaphorically dissect it, it is 100% applicable to some kind of maybe conflict that you've been having, maybe something you've been looking for, hoping for. That's kind of how it works. It comes through metaphors, so just know that. The third and also very important thing, don't overthink it. Yes, I did just say step 2 is to think it, but don't overthink it in the sense that what if I'm getting it wrong? What if that's not the right message? What What if this? What if that? What if I'm interpreting this wrong? How do I know that this is the metaphor I'm supposed to be finding? Don't worry, because your higher dimensional self is not influenced by time in the way that you are in this person. It's not experienced the same. Your higher dimensional self can see all these different quantum possibilities, every single possibility unfolding before you. Your higher self has that ability to essentially see the future, if you will. That's it, make an easier way to understand it. It's not quite like that, but your higher self is connected to you in such a profound way that we can't even fathom, that I can't even fathom. Your higher self knows exactly how you are going to interpret, essentially, because your higher self can see the future, knows exactly how you're going to interpret the dream that was given to you. If that makes sense. Your higher self will have a message for you. And your higher self can see, if I give him this message in this way, he's going to interpret it like that. No. Okay. So maybe give it to him in this way. Oh, no, he's going to interpret it that way. That is why your higher self will find the perfect way to show you and will know exactly how you're going to interpret it. So once you interpret it and it resonates with you, don't overthink it. Don't worry. Follow your intuition. That is how you connect to your higher self deeper in the waking world, not just the dream world, but following your intuition and trusting your heart. Trust the message. Trust that you knew that you would understand it. Because you did. You did know. So, to wrap it up, to remember your dreams, intend to remember them. To take meaning from them, think about them. You are contacting your higher self every single night. All of us go to sleep, and all of us are experiencing all of these kind of energy and intuitive downloads, if you will. That's my interpretation of it, at least. You're receiving all this information, but as you wake up, you pass through the veils of forgetfulness, just like you did to come here in the first place, and you don't know. You don't remember. But there are certain layers of our dreams that we do remember, and your higher self is so powerful, and when you're in this brain state, it is able to communicate with you through those metaphors. Metaphorical dreams, situations. So if you listen, then you will hear. And that is how you do it. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m.